when you were on BASEketball and you were still stealing all the rollerblades.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, you don't need to do this anymore. You're on the movie. Stop fucking.
And they kept saying, what's going on with the roller skate? And listen, any New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? Like any Brooklyn guy, Bronx guy, Queens guy, anybody from New York, it would have taken 2 weeks. I mean, it's in our blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could only look at a filled with roller skates.
For
how
I
long?
gotta steal them all.
And they're not moving. Nobody's using them. And I'm like, so one day I just wanted to play it against sports. And I go, how much for these skates? And they're like, we'll give you $1.40. I'll be back tomorrow. Every fucking day I was in there, $1.40 plus tax. They even gave me the tax back. No receipt. It was fucking. By the time, like 3 weeks in, I went and looked at the truck. There was nothing left. There was like size 4 and size 18. Like, fuck. What's his name? Fuck. The guy from Philly, the center, was going to be in the movie. There were these big-ass roller skates. I cleaned everything out. In fact, the day I shot, I'm not on fucking roller skates. I wasn't on, watch that, I'm not on roller skates. I make believe like I'm Ralph Cramden and shit.
I didn't know you made believe.
There was no size 11 roller skates. You understand me? I cleaned them all out. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then the guy started telling me, you have any connections for rollerblades? Because it was rollerblade in LA. He goes, you got to bring me some rollerblades. I go, next movie. Next movie.
Oh, dude, that is the best. I mean, stories like that are just so priceless.
And then the whole thing, like I was into it, right? Like, oh my God, this is my first chance. I'm going to be a good guy. 3 weeks of going in there, you're not shooting today. So I would just sit in the trailer, fucking 8 hours, losing it.
Idle hands, man. You get into.
Finally, I would look and see Jenny McCarthy boxing. She had like a little bag with a little trainer, and she'd wear these tight things and a pussy sweat, and I would fuck my mind. I'd be out there going, I wonder what her little ass smells like right now after that little kickboxing workout, because that's the monkey in full effect right there. And then finally one night I went out and I got fucked up, coke, ludes, whatever the fuck we're doing. And I went home and just closed my eyes next to my girlfriend. And she goes, you want to ride for the movie? And we were shooting at the LA Coliseum. And I get there, and as soon as I get there, like, you're shooting today. I'm like, what do you mean?
Out of all the days.
I was coming in to sleep. Yeah. Like, you're fucking up. And I was like, oh, I didn't know anything.
How did you get, like, how do you break into movies when you're, you know, I mean, a regular guy, you're kind of a hustler. Like, how do you get your first look from a...
I moved to LA. And I never thought it. Like, acting to me was so far away, especially after prison and shit. Like,
and it takes so much, like, schmoozing, and you gotta, like, you know, suck this guy's dick and shake this guy's hand, and it doesn't seem like you're that kind of guy.
No, but I got an audition for NYPD Blue. And I had to go to the Bosco building. And it's like the 8-mile fuck, you know, and on the way back, I'm furious. And I just happened to stop at a water fountain. And some lady comes on, she goes, hey, are you here for the audition? I guess.
Now I am.
And she goes, know these lines. Read them in 5 minutes.
Was it a guy who looked like you and talked like you? And
I had no fucking idea.
You didn't even know?
I walked into NYPD Blue and sucked a bag of dicks. I didn't know what I was doing, guys. I had never acted. There was a 10-page audition. You know, so I walked out of there like, I'm not going to get that. And also I'm walking through the building. Lady comes out and she goes, you want to read for this movie? Yeah, whatever. And I went in and I played. It was a ref. And I read the 2 lines. At the time, guys, I was living in a flop house in L.A. Those places were like Rocky. Those, they have a phone in the hallway, and you pay like $40 a day, and fuck all night long people knocking on your door, runaways and shit. Like, what the fuck is this? I was staying there. That's a position I was in, guys. And all of a sudden, somebody goes, Joey Diaz, do you have a phone call? I'm like, what the fuck? Calling me on a payphone. It was my manager. He goes, you got BASEketball. They're going to pay you $5,500 a week. And I'm like,
holy shit.
What are you talking about?
So that's like you hit the fuck.
Yeah, but I didn't even have the $1,200 for SAG. And they wouldn't pay it. So I had like a week to come up with $1,200. So I got to mug somebody. No.
I think you can figure that out.
I called Doug Stanhope's agent, and he got them to waive the SAG. He paid for it.
Really?
And I got into it. And like I said, I never went out there with the intention of doing anything, guys. I could tell you that. I was just happy not to be a criminal.
Yeah.
When I got to LA, I'm like, you know what? I'm here. You know how many times I pulled up to the Comedy Store and there'd be 10 cases of Jack Daniels, and I go, oh,
Mm-hmm.
back in the day.
Yeah.
But I couldn't shit there.
At this point for basketball, that's after all the kidnapping and the crazy shit.
Oh,
went
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
So and
The
that,
kidnapping was 87.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Basketball was like 98.
so by that point, like, did that wasn't a problem for you? Did people like look up your history and have an issue with it? Or
No,
you were
that's the
reformed?
problem. They don't look up shit. You're walking on
Wow.
eggshells the whole time going, can we speak to you for a second?
Yeah.
That's what.
I've had people tap me on the shoulder before. And
Yeah.
Hey, man, we did a background check. We got a problem.
Right. Right.
I was wondering that while reading the book because they were like, how do you think you'd fare as a criminal in modern times? Because there were so many times where you're like, and then I just moved.
Yeah, you
And-
just
and
to
it
change
was-
towns and you start over.
Like,
fresh.
do you think
like,
is it still like that? Like, you can just be like, I mean, granted, you went across the country,
I mean,
but there were times in Colorado where you went from Snowmass to
Aspen,
so
yeah.
you
But
just kinda,
now, like
smaller
the phone and the technology, it all you can't get away with shit. Everywhere you go, you're still.
I don't know what I do. Like a credit card. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm sure.
It's
I'm
a
sure
different
you
fucking
would, That's
Yeah.
the thing, though. I'm sure you would have just applied what you knew to modern day. You would have figured it out.
No,
You would have been
know,
scamming away on the internet instead of running numbers. You know what I mean? It's just a different time.
I don't know what I do. I really last 3 years I've been sitting here going, what the I do right now in my life? Can I get a job at Costco?
Mhm.
What can I do? I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not qualified to do except sell. Like
Yeah.
if
we got asked this question yesterday. Like, what would you do tomorrow if all this went away? And I was like,
I'd sell
Yeah.
cars maybe till I'm 65.
yeah. I mean, you can.
Yeah,
you
you
can
could
talk,
improvise.
you can sell, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
so that's what we could do. But anything else, what can I do? I have no.
Well, luckily you don't have to worry about that, bro.
Yeah, but
I mean,
you still.
you got it all now.
But you still go, Jesus Christ, what if?
Mhm.
Like, I can't believe I'm this worthless.
Dude, that's a crazy way to think, though, because you're so far from that.
But I see guys changing tires. I
Oh,
see
that,
guys
yeah,
doing
yeah,
all.
okay,
like
yeah.
I'm worthless.
I think about that
Yeah,
all the time.
like-
Like
like
I
I'm
can't do anything with my hands. I
worthless.
can't fix a car.
Could
I
you
can't-
imagine if we had to do construction
Oh,
right now? Get up at
Fuck.
6 and
Yo,
carry
in the
wood
sun
and
oh,
fucking,
yeah.
hey, pick up garbage. And you're like, what
No.
the